When you're in a religious Zionist community in America, then basically you're teaching the people to leave the community in terms of to realize their Zionism and to come to Israel. Can you tell us about how you deal with that, balancing between strengthening a community and strengthening ideals of Aliyah and coming to Israel?
I would say we always work on two tracks. We have sent many, many young families to Israel on Aliyah, and we encourage that very much. On the other hand, we use the platforms that are available to us to make sure that the Jewish identity, the Jewish practice, the quality of Jewish life there is strong enough that those who do remain with us are not only surviving but growing. And our assumption is that Eretz Yisrael is like a magnetic pole, that if not they, then their children, if not their children, then their grandchildren, they'll be attracted, they'll end up here anyway. We want to make sure those grandchildren are still Jewish.
Do you find that there's more similarities or more differences between what rabbis abroad deal with and the religious Zionist rabbis here in Israel?
To the extent that they're dealing with people who are in mainstream culture, and to the extent that mainstream materialist culture in America is, in a sense, unfortunately, the model or the mother of what ends up being exported to the rest of the world, I would say that their communities are going through similar things, but also one has to recognize the differences as well.
So really, as a religious Zionist rabbi, what do we do really with this, what's going on? I mean, do we take a few steps back, or can we coexist with the modern technology and the culture? You mentioned also Facebook here, and this is one of the issues here raised is Facebook. Where are we going?
I don't really think we have a choice. This is the world in which we live. We don't have the option to back away from this world because economic reality will never support that. I think we also have to recognize that every time there is a major upheaval, whether it represents a great population movement or new technology, the level of casualties may rise somewhat in any given generation. So our job may be nothing more than keep our level of success as high as possible and to reduce the number of casualties and to make sure that the back door is always open so that we are receiving people at a rate that somehow compensates for inevitable attrition. And I think that means being open to people who have already tried the world and have decided that it has a certain hollowness. It means being open to our own youngsters who have gone out and need to come back. And I think it also represents a challenge to open our communities to sincere converts.
So let's end, please, with a few words about this conference, this international conference of rabbis. What's the significance of such an event?
It's really been a unique opportunity for me to have a chance to listen to and to meet Israeli rabbis who more or less are on the same ideological page, who deal with many of the same or parallel issues that we deal with in the States. I think for a long time we had the sense that the Israeli rabbinate, the community rabbinate, the people's rabbis were missing in action, and we didn't know where to go look for them. So I would come to Israel and feel that I was in a category that was relevant only in the Golah. And to come here and to meet young and middle-of-life Israeli rabbis who are very thoughtful, very active, it's a wonderful experience.